This story took place in 2005 and left an indelible mark on the life of Andriy, a young truck driver. He was returning home after an exhausting route, hoping for a quiet night drive. His colleagues often warned him about avoiding the Rohatin-Ivano-Frankivsk highway at night, but he always laughed off their concerns as silly superstitions. He hit the road around midnight. The highway was shrouded in thick fog, swallowing the beams of his truck's headlights. At first everything was normal. Andriy listened to the radio, enjoyed the solitude, and daydreamed about his warm bed. But as he reached a particularly isolated stretch of the road, an uneasy feeling crept over him. The air felt heavy, and even inside the cab a coldness seemed to penetrate his skin, as if something unseen was closing in. On the roadside he spotted a figure. A woman in a long white dress stood motionless, holding something in her hands. Her head was tilted downward and her hair obscured her face. Andriy slowed down, thinking she might need help, but as he drew closer, she slowly lifted her head. Her face was unnaturally pale, and instead of eyes, there were hollow black voids. His heart stopped cold. He rolled down the window slightly, trying to maintain composure. "Do you need help?" he asked, his voice trembling. The woman didn't respond. She simply raised one arm and pointed forward directly down the road. No sound, no movement beyond that, and then she vanished into the fog as if she had never been there. Andriy resumed driving, convincing himself it was just fatigue playing tricks on him, but the road felt different now. Familiar landmarks seemed out of place. Everything around him felt alien. A few miles ahead, he saw something that made his hands tighten on the wheel. On the asphalt lay a torn, dirty dress alongside a child's belongings, a small red shoe and a broken doll. Andriy drove around them without stopping, but the feeling that someone or something was watching him from the fog refused to leave. A weight seemed to press down on him like an invisible force reaching out for his cab. His hand shook, but he pushed forward, teetering on the edge of panic. Suddenly, out of the dense fog, a truck appeared in his lane, hurtling straight towards him. Its headlights blinded Andriy, and at the last second he swerved violently. His truck screeched to a halt, narrowly avoiding skidding off the road. The other truck stopped too, and his driver leapt out, yelling, "Are you trying to kill us? Why were you parked in the middle of the road?" Andriy, confused and shaken, shouted back, "I wasn't stopped, I was driving!" But the other driver insisted he had seen Andriy's truck stationary in the middle of the lane. It was then Andriy realized something was terribly wrong. He glanced back toward the spot where he'd seen the dress and the child's belongings, but they were gone. The road was empty, shrouded in fog. That night haunted Andriy for a long time. A few days later, he shared his experience with a fellow truck driver who paled upon hearing the story. "You saw her," the friend said grimly. "Saw who?" Andriy asked. "The woman with the child. They were hit by a truck on that stretch a few years ago. The driver ran, and their bodies were found days later. She's been there ever since. Sometimes she warns people, sometimes she makes them see what she wants them to see." Andriy never drove that highway at night again, but even at home, in the safety of his own bed, he sometimes thought he heard the faint rustle of fabric and the soft sound of a child laughing, until the laughter turned into a sinister whisper. Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new creepy legends and mystical tales. There's a lot more to come, so stay tuned and be ready for more encounters with the unknown. Look out for the next story.